Divorce requires wisdom and understanding. Imagine the quiet, shared breaths of a long couple watching the sunset, those precious moments silently telling tales of decades spent together. Now, imagine the wrenching pain of watching that intimate partnership unravel, the tapestry of shared memories tearing apart thread by thread. Divorce is something many hesitate to talk about, yet its impact on our lives can be profound and far-reaching, especially as we age. The emotions tied to golden years are beyond complex, aren't they? The fear of loneliness, the nostalgia of yesteryears, and the overwhelming uncertainty about the future. That's why today, I want to delve into a topic that demands our deepest wisdom and understanding: divorce in our later years. Many of us harbor certain misconceptions about divorce. We might think it's strictly a young person's issue, or believe that bitterness and irreconcilable differences are the only paths to such an end. But let's challenge that notion. Divorce isn't just due to youthful impulsivity or hot-headed arguments. It's a life-altering decision people of any age might face. Imagine two people, both in their 70s, quietly drifting apart because their interests and passions have diverged. Maybe they've discovered new, conflicting aspirations, or perhaps the relationship was always fraught but the courage to address it came late. It's crucial to redefine what we understand about divorce. It's not necessarily a sign of failure, but can be an act of self-respect and a quest for personal peace. Even in our later years, we continuously evolve, and sometimes relationships that once made perfect sense no longer do. Now, let's bring this closer to home. I want you to think about your relationships, whether with a spouse, a close friend, or a family member. Are there aspects that you've struggled with for years, hoping they just resolve on their own? What if you considered those challenges not as entrenched mountains to be weathered, but as signals urging you to seek a path to fulfillment and understanding? I know it's tough to even think about, but sometimes our greatest transformations come from the most difficult decisions. Don't be afraid to ask yourself, what would a life of authentic joy and peace look like to me? By making even small, courageous steps, we honor our true selves. Dare to reflect, dare to act, and remember, you are not alone in this journey. Picture a garden that you've tended for years. The flowers and fruits it bore once brought immense joy, but now some plants wither despite your best efforts. Sometimes the garden soil needs renewal, and possibly some plants need replacing. In the landscape of your life, divorce can be seen as the removal of withering roots to make space for fresh, vibrant growth. It's a metaphor illustrating the necessity of pruning our environments and relationships for our well-being. Like a garden needs sunlight and nourishment, our lives demand continuous nurturing and sometimes bold decisions to ensure we flourish. Remember, it's about cultivating a space where your spirit thrives brilliantly, just like those fresh blooms in a well-tended garden. To overcome the turmoil brought by such significant life changes, we require resilience and inner strength. Take, for example, Mary, a dear friend of mine who decided to divorce at 70. She faced immense emotional and social hurdles, but her journey didn't end there. Through the initial tears and heartache, she found a new zest for life, discovering painting, traveling, and making new friendships. Her story illustrates that while the path is laden with challenges, persistence builds the bridge to joyful possibilities. The little steps, seeking therapy, joining community groups, or simply rediscovering personal passions, accumulate into a rewarding journey, just as Mary did. By sticking to these small actions, you will inevitably shape a future where you rediscover happiness and contentment. So, as we draw to a close, let's remember that while divorce is not an easy path, it may be a necessary one for personal growth and peace. Reflect on your life. Prioritize your inner joy and take actionable steps to embrace change. Embrace the possibilities that arise from choosing you, your peace, and your happiness. It's never too late to start in you. And every moment you spend honoring your true self is a moment well lived. So, let's be courageous and start today. If this conversation resonates with you, join our community by commenting below, sharing your thoughts, and subscribing to stay connected. Your story can inspire another. Your courage can light the way for others. Let's walk this path together, finding wisdom and understanding in every step.